Hello everyone, it is Junie. Welcome back. Today I am going to do a video on how to do a starter multi-species tackle box. So here I just have a basic 2-tray tackle box that you can just get anywhere. And if you want to get a tackle bag over a tackle box, you go right ahead and do that. This is what I have. This is what I'm going to make the video with. So this is a Plano made in the USA tackle box, and it has 2 trays. It also has 2 lips up here with some storage. And also has 2 trays here and a bottom box. So what I want to do is show some beginner people that have never really fished, that are just getting into the sport, some things that you can buy and put in here on a budget where you don't break the bank. Right here, the number one thing I think you're going to need is a set of needle nose pliers. And you can just get this in like the tool aisle if you'd like. They were on clearance for $2 recently, so I picked this pair up. Also, a set of nail clippers. You can cut your line with this as well. I also like to put a pair of scissors in my box, but you don't have to, but if you do, it's there. And then, since it's a multi-species box, I like to put a locking forceps in there. So I got this on clearance just recently, and this was, I believe, $2. So yeah, so these are the basic tools you're gonna need for getting started fishing, okay? And really, if you just have these 2 right here, the needle nose and the fingernail clippers, or the toenail clippers, you'll be fine. The reason that I like to have the extra scissors is because sometimes I do braid, and this cuts braid line really good. And then what these do, these are basically forceps, where you can stick into a fish's mouth and pull a hook out that's pretty down there. And the reason that this is a little different than this one is because that's pretty wide, and if you have a small fish's mouth, that's a little bit more narrow, so you can get down in there and get the hook. So we have that. So that's what I would put in there. Just basic tools, nothing fancy. You can get these anywhere. The next thing I would do, and I like to shop sales. So if I can get something on sale, that's what I like to do. So recently I was at Walmart and I saw these jig heads on sale right here. They're $1 a pack. And I went ahead and stocked up because we do a lot of pan fishing here at the house. So I am going to put some jig heads in here. I'm going to put a 1/32 ounce and then a 1/16 ounce. And on the jig heads, you could do whatever color that you would like. I personally like the unpainted ones, but since these were $1 a pack, I went ahead and got these. So those are the 2 sizes I would start off with. I'll go ahead and put that in there. Also, if you're at the local Walmart, I believe not all Walmarts have these on discount, but if they do, these are some sexy tail shads. Whoop, not those. Sexy tail shads right here. And you can get whatever colors. Pink do pretty good over here where I'm at, and so does this like light blue. Also the tuxedo, the green and the black, that does pretty good. So, you know, get you a couple packs of those, especially if you're doing crappie fishing. These come in handy. And these work just as good as the Bobby Garlands as well. Now, some people prefer those, and I have those as well. But, you know, just to get started in crappie fishing, there you go. Another thing you might need for crappie fishing as well is some bobbers. Now, here is what they call like a clip-on bobber. And basically, how you want to work this is when you throw this out into the water and it's on your line, you kind of want the water to go up to the yellow part and right here and kind of stop. So you just want to see the yellow part bouncing. If it pulls it down too far, or if it's all in the water, then your weight is too heavy. So if you want me to do a video on that, please let me know and I can show you how to do that. And this right here is the same. You could clip this onto your line as well, but it is also doubles as a slip float as well. So I kind of like that. It's like a 2-in-1 bobber. So just get whatever bobbers that you like and put in there. Here's another one. I like this style too for pan fishing. So I'll just put that in there, and those are my bobbers. The next thing that I would put into the box is an assortment of like crappie hooks and bass hooks. Now you can get different brands if you'd like, but these have a variety of assortments in both of them. Like this has the wide gaps and like the worm hooks and stuff like that in there. So it's all in one. And for $2, and this is $1.70 and this is $2. So that's not bad to start off with. That way you can kind of figure out what kind of hooks you like. So with that, we want to put some weights in there. Now you could buy the individual bags of weights like this if you'd like. And they're like anywhere from $1 to $2.50, and you can get different sizes. What I like to do too is I have this various sizes of split shots, and these are removable. They have like a little wing on them which you can clip off and take them off and move them or whatever. I like those because you can reuse them, and I got them in different sizes so I can fish for like trout and panfish and stuff like that. Another thing that you could do and put in your fishing box if you'd like is some like stick baits. And you could do all sorts of stuff with stick baits. So for me, I got these for $1.25, and these are the cream green pumpkin stick baits. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of those in there. So that's some bass fishing that you can do. You can catch all kinds of stuff on that. And I'm also going to put some power bait Poggy swim shads. I got these for 24 cents at Christmas time. So that's a good deal. And I got about 6 packs of these, I believe. And so yeah, so I'm going to put that in there too, because that's going to be like a swim bait. So this is for bass fishing. And then you can do, let's see, these as well. This is $1.25, and these are the green pumpkin, and these are brush hogs, and these are like a creature bait. And I just go ahead and put that in there. So now I have bass fishing. I got my bass fishing hooks, and now we want to put some bass weights in there. Now what I like to put in there is 3/16 and 1/4 ounce. But I also sometimes like to do it a little bit lighter depending on where I'm going. So an 1/8 ounce works as well. But if you only had to get one weight, I probably would get the 3/16. If you're only going to do one, do that one. And that pretty much you can fish just about any pond with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. So now we can go crappie fishing, we can go bass fishing, and we have everything we need to do. And as you can see, I have a lot of room in this tackle box where we can put a lot more tackle in there. So right now, the Walmart near me is having a bunch of sales. So if you're lucky enough to be able to get some of these like jigs like this is a salty grub jig. This is $1.76, and it comes with the hook and the plastic. So you can do that for like bass fishing. So that way you can fish the bottom of the water colony. And then here you can hook up either a brush hog, or you can cut down one of the other baits, put it on there, and use that as well. And that too This right here is a jig that will go through like the weeds and stuff on the bottom. Let's see. What else would I put into a multi-species bat? Well, since this is multi-species, I will put in a power bait that I got for trout fishing, which is $1. And I'm going to put that in here as well. And I am preparing this box for a trip that I'm going to be taking one of my foster children out with me fishing. So this is going to hopefully be their box. And so I just want to make sure that I can put things in there that they can use. So let's see. Okay, so since we have a slip bobber in there, we probably want to put some slip bobber knots so that you can tie those off. So I will go ahead and put those right here. So that's always a good thing to have. Another thing that I like to fish are these like marabou jigs. And you can catch everything on these. And I just have a variety of color. And you can catch crappie, bass, trout, bluegill. You can get even catfish on these. So I feel that's a nice thing to add to a tackle box. And I have some white ones and red ones. I just have all different colors. But if you just need to get one color, I would just do a white with a pink head. That's what I would get. If you can only find one, that's what I would get. But I've been fishing for years, so I'm just pulling out from what I have. And let's see. And this is something that is new that I've been fishing with. They're called, I believe they're called Heine Shinies. And you can get these at Walmart. And these work really good for bass, or not bass, for crappie. So if you really like crappie fishing, you might want to look into those. I really like these. These work good. So I was able to get some of those because they didn't sell those in my area, but a friend of mine was able to get me some of those. So thank you out there. And let's see, what else do we have that I can put in there? You can put in some of these Lucky Strike worms. These are $1.50 at the store. That's like their regular price. So if you're lucky to have that. Curl-tail worms, they work all year round. So, and plus, not a lot of people fish these. So if you fish in a place where it's a lot of people fish and it's just overfished, try something like that. It may help you. Let's see. We have so much stuff. I went to Walmart and they had like this big sale, but I don't want to put everything into this box. I will put some of these tubes, these crappie tubes in there. Since we have the, since we put these sexy tails shads in there, I'll put this one in there too. I want to put these mini tails in there, and I like that they sparkle. There's something about the silver and white sparkle. It just, when it goes through the water, it just shines everywhere. And sometimes I'll dip the tail into the glow, the yellow glow. So that's up to you, what you want to do with that. I'm homesick, so excuse me. Let's see. And then, of course, a couple different spinner baits is always good. Oh, here's another color too. I'm going to add these in because I really like the crappie fish. So I'm going to put that in there. But let me pull this out and show you what all I have in here right now. So for crappie fishing, we've got the ball head jigs, 2 different sizes. We have some Sexy Tail Shad by Arky, black and yellow, pink and yellow, blue and like clear. Now we are adding like a dark blue and a sparkle and a black and silver along with our stuff there. And then we got our mini tails, which I have a couple different colors. I may add some in later. And then of course our bass stuff. So 24 cents, $1.25. $1.25, and $1.50. I mean, you're pretty much well set right there. Then here I have some of these. I always like to do a black spinnerbait, but I always try to get something that's silver and something that's gold. So I try to stick silver, gold, and like a black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in there as well. Let's go ahead and put that. And you can catch everything with those lures. So if you have that, that's a basic. These are only $1, like 97 cents at the Walmart. And you can get whatever brand you want. But if you're going to be fishing with these, always make sure that you put in some swivel heads, some swivels. Let me see if I have some swivels. May have to get some swivels. I don't know if I have any extra swivels, so I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, yes, I do. I do have some swivels. Here we go. So you can do like a size 10 or 12 swivel. I like a size 12 myself. So I'm going to put that in there. And then some barrel swivels. These are size 5. And that should be able to do everything that you have in this box. And what the swivels do, you can tie your main line to this, and then you can tie out like a leader line, and then you can put your bobber and stuff above it. So if you lose the bottom portion, let's say it gets hung up on some wood or something like that, or like a tree branch, you won't lose the whole rig. That's the whole point of that. And then the snap swivels is like when you do hard baits and stuff, and you just want to switch between different colors. Like let's say if I do the marabou jigs, and I want to see what color is biting, I may use that. It's just easy to swap them out. And if you like to pan fish, let's say if you don't want to buy all those hooks, you can also buy some snells. If you're going to buy the snells, I would start off, if you're going to do worm fishing, with a size 4. That's always a good size to start off with. If you need to downsize that hook, you can go to like an 8 or a 6. But that's at your choice if you want to do that. If you're beginning, you're probably just going to want to start off with like one size hook. See how it goes for you. Right now, Walmart has these on clearance for $1. So if you're in, or not $1, 50 cents. So these are on sale for 50 cents at Walmart. And this can be used as like a worm until you figure out what kind of plastics you want. Like if you don't want to buy those yet, you can just get one of these for 50 cents. See how it works. See if you even like fishing with plastics before buying any of this. So there's that option as well. So my local Walmarts, I went there this week, and they have the Strike King stick baits on sale for $1.50. And they have the Gary Yamamoto's on sale for $2.50. So if you like these, you can put these in here instead of those. Like, not everybody's going to have the cream at their location. Maybe you might have these at your location. If you do, right now, they're on clearance. So you may want to take a walk down there to see what they have. I'm not going to put these in this box right yet because it's kind of getting full down there. Let's see. Okay, so now you can get like these little cream, like little swim bait type thingies. I like these. These work really good in my area. I should have looked a little better because that hook's coming out the side, but I can reset the hook. But these work pretty good where I live. So if you want to take a gander at those, there's that. Okay, now let's look at, since we're doing some bass fishing in here, you always hear people using like wobble heads, wacky rigs, or like a jerky head, or like a jerk, style one. So you can get these from Arky at Walmart. You can get them all in different sizes. Okay, so the U-tail is like the wobble head, and then the wacky one, and it's weedless. So I'm just going to put those in there just to have them. Now, you don't need to have all this to start fishing, but this is just a nice, well-rounded box for all sorts of fishing that you can do. Okay, let's see. I also have some loose little jig heads right here, which I'm just going to put in here. Those are just loose and might as well put them in a spot. So there's that. And you can put your weights, whatever you want in there. You can do your box however you feel you want to do it. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. These right here is another type of bait. So like if fish are finicky or if it's really cold out and they're lethargic, these right here work pretty good. And they're just kind of like a marabou jig. So I'm going to go ahead and put those up there. Let's see, what else do we want to put in there? Okay, here's something we can do. We can do a number 1 circle weight or circle hook for drop shotting. So we'll do that. And then I use dipsy swivels for drop shot weights because not every location has drop shot weights. So you can get these and tie them on, and you can get whatever weight you feel you need. And that's what I do. That's how I do my drop shotting. Let's see, what else do we have that we can do? Normally I have some beads, but I don't have any beads right now. So I am going to go ahead and put this 4 to 8 pound bobber stops. You could use these as well as these. So I'm just going to put those in there. I need to get some beads to put in here. Okay, let's see what else we have over here. Okay, let's talk about some hard baits. Okay, and I'll probably check to make sure I'm getting all this stuff on here. So this is what the box is looking like. Starting to fill up. Right here is cotton cordell. I like to fish the budget baits. And so there's that. That swims in the water and you can hit the rocks with it. And it goes down, I would say about maybe 6 to 8 feet. Then I have this one, which is an Ozark Trail, kind of like a stick bait. And these work really good. This one here is kind of like a bluegill color. Put that one in there. This right here is another cotton cordell. It's just a different color. You just have to experiment with what you want to fish with. Here's another cotton cordell. This is their stick bait. And that's the Ozark Trail. Let's see. Oh, here we are. Give me 1 second. So here's like a little square bill, and that's by Ozark Trail as well. And these are under $2. The cotton cordells are about $3 these days, but everything else is about $2 and under. And I'm trying to keep everything in the box $2 and under on all the baits. So this way it's affordable for anybody who wants to get into fishing. This right here is a cotton cordell, and that's, I believe, $3. I think they call those Big O, I think is what the name of those are. And then you can get a couple frogs and so forth. Right here is a Ozark Trail frog. I believe that's just like $1.98 for those. So I believe that's a pretty good deal. Let's see. Here's another cringbait that I like to fish. I like to do like the micro lures. I just feel they do a really good job in my area. Right here is a lipless crankbait. This is a smaller one from Ozark Trail. I'll go ahead and put that in there. Let's see. Oh, here's another one. I got a green popper frog from Ozark Trail, under $2. And the reason that I'm doing the baits so economically here is because when I get a foster child, some of these children have never fished before in their life, and I don't even know if they're going to like fishing. So I don't want to spend a bunch of money on something that they may or may not like. And what I do is I'll take a lot of my tackle from my other boxes, put them in there just to see what they like. And then if they want to go get something new or newer, if they don't want, you know, like a box I'm giving them, let's say they decide they want a tackle box or a backpack or something, they can save up and we can go and get that for them. And I also give my foster children an allowance every week for entertainment purposes. So if they want to go to like movies, or if they want to go out to dinner with their friends, or if they have like a dance at school or a function, that they can do things. Now, not every foster parent does that, but I do. I feel I try to make sure that they can do everything like other kids can in school. So there's that. Let's see, what else can we put in there that I have right now? Here are those curly tail jigs. These are really good. This catches everything. I'll put those in there as well. And those are made by Cream. Also under $2. So right now, that's what we have. And I feel like right now you can pretty much fish for everything that's in this box. I feel you can get everything you need, because you got your jigs for the bottom, and plus you could fish the Senko Texas style as well if you'd like. The only thing I need to put in here are some beads. I don't have any beads. But other than that, if you could like and subscribe to my channel, and this would be my little budget box that you can put together. The most expensive bait is a $3 cotton cordell bait. I got 2 of those, but everything else is $2 and under. And you can build a nice tackle box. You don't have to go for all the fancy brands at Bass Pro, and Bass Pro is getting stupid expensive. I was in there not too long ago, and I was looking at just a basic tackle box, and they wanted like $90. I was like, I don't think so. So if you have the money and that's what you want to spend your money on, that's great. Me, I'd rather spend that on a vacation or making a memory with my children. So other than that, if you could like and subscribe, this is Junie. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And I'm almost to my 1,000 subscriber thing that I've been trying to get to forever. Have a great one. Hope you're having a good time as well with your fishing for the spring. Bye-bye.